Hey guys, it's Bird tonight. We're here with a little Gypsy Rose update. I figured that I would share a couple things with y'all that have come across my radar. First of all, she is over here talking about the hacker and throwing it in everyone's face about haters and money and karma and just being garbage as expected. And I also want to talk about Mia Blanchard getting a nose job. I had a few thoughts about that. And then we also need to talk for a few minutes about, of course, Ryan Anderson doing his first live from when the divorce has been, since the divorce has been finalized. He kind of went MIA for a little while. He went live with Perez Hilton. And I had just a couple thoughts about that because, to be quite honest, I've had enough of Ryan. I've had enough of him, and that's just how I feel. But either way, we're going to talk for a few minutes. So if you're interested, please keep watching. All right, you guys. So first, let's talk about Ryan. Even though I've had enough about him, let's just get it out of the way early on. He went live and he ended up talking with Perez Hilton. And aside from him making gay jokes about Ken and laughing at that, and of course saying the thing and then saying, "Oh, just kidding." Either way, that's kind of his thing. But he did that. The one thing in the live that stuck out to me was Perez asked Ryan, "Have you seen Gypsy lately?" And Ryan responded with no comment.
I'm going to reveal something about myself today. Hold on. Let me think. What can I reveal? If any gay guys are watching, slide into my DMs. Because that doesn't happen, and I would love that. I would love to go.
No way. You're telling me that doesn't happen to you?
90% of my audience are women.
Well, I can relate to that. I mean, but
yeah, but it helps you.
But I'm not complaining.
No, I know.
I mean, don't take this the wrong way, but call Gypsy's boyfriend up. Ken, I thought, you know.
Ryan.
I'm just joking. Just joking.
Okay,
man.
All right. Going out with a bang.
That's just a little jab at Ken. You know,
I like that. All right.
Yes. So, man, I just couldn't help it, man. I had to.
All right. Well, it was nice to meght you, and you should go live more. You should go live more often. Oh.
Yeah.
So, I heard. Yes, I heard you had a close bond with the dog.
Yeah, Pixie, Pixie's was not something I expected to get. It was something that Gypsy wanted. And next thing you know, I fell in love with the dog, like we got her as a little puppy and we got her like a year ago almost. It was like the 15th or 16th of January. Like right now, a year ago, we were in New York. So like it was
I remember you went to see a musical or something, right?
Yeah, we went and saw Harry Potter. I saw a comment said, "Don't marry a convict." Come on, guys, that's mean.
I saw one clip of of the show you did where you were asking Gypsy to remarry her or something. But outside of that, I don't think I've ever seen you talking except for now. And you're giving me like teddy bear energy. Like, has this a positive been that maybe like some women are sliding into your DMs?
There's a lot.
Oh, I knew it. I could tell. Have you been going on a lot of dates?
Man, no comment.
Oh, Ryan is a player.
I wouldn't say that. Honestly, I wouldn't say that. I know the real deal. I know the real tea, as they say. So like, it's one of those where like I know what's really going on. So like it's funny when I hear rumors and things like that. It's funny to me. Like they're just making up stuff. Like it's funny. I disappeared for like a month on social media, right? I haven't done anything since November. And man, the stories people would tell me about myself of people making up stuff, I just thought it was hilarious. Like I heard somebody did a TikTok where they're saying I went to jail for stalking Gypsy, and that's just ludicrous to me.
I did notice that she had her TikTok account taken over recently, and she had reached out to you. Did you meet up with her recently?
No comment, but I mean, I mean, like, dude, that's one of those things. No comment. Like, I'm
All
not
right, I
saying
respect
I'm not
that.
saying no.
You don't have to answer anything.
Yeah, but like,
I'm
man,
just
it's
I'm just
weird.
nosy. I have a ton of questions and I'm trying to be respectful.
Yeah, well, like I said, man, it's in the interview. We just vibing.
Now, one of two things is happening here. Either he's just saying no comment because he knows that people will latch onto it and talk about it and dissect it and wonder what the truth is, or he's saying no comment because he has actually seen her recently. Now, seeing her in a positive scenario versus a negative scenario, who knows? Because none of us are flies on the wall or anything like that. It could have been them seeing each other by mistake. It could have been he saw her, out randomly and wasn't even in the same room as her. Like, who knows with that? Or, like I said, he could have just been saying that because he knows that people will talk about it and dissect it and wonder what's going on. How do y'all feel about that? Because at this point, I have trust issues with Ryan and the things that he says being taken at face value for what they really are. I just kind of question things. I've kind of changed my stance a little bit with him. So I want to know from y'all, knowing that he said no comment, do you think that it's one or the other, or do you think it's something completely different? Drop your thoughts down below. The final thing I want to say about Ryan in this video is him, throwing the jabs at Ken and making jokes about, oh, is Ken gay? Is Ken bi? It's all this like big joke. I said when this rumor first started months ago, I don't really care what Ken is. I'm going off of his character and who he is as a person, and the fact that he was willing to step into somebody's marriage and impregnate a convicted murderer who used a disabled man to unalive her mother based off of lies and fabrications and half-truths. That's who I see Ken as. I don't care, what his deal is with that. Don't care. Let's focus on his character. Who is he at his core? I realize that that's kind of the easy thing to go with, is like, ooh, did he do this? Did he do that? Like, who's that? Like, I understand that for the gossip factor and the entertainment factor for some people, but I frankly don't care. I'm kind of tired of the Ken is gay or Ken is bi thing as a whole. It's tired. I'm literally so laser focused on everything that he has done this past year or so. Okay, now let's talk about this post that Gypsy put up, and she said, y'all remember when the hacker was receiving live gifts from all my haters? Well, I just got my payout. Laughing emoji. Thank you to all my haters. Winky face emoji. Hashtag karma. Now, I want to hear from people that are in the TikTok Creator Rewards program. Based on what I know about the way that TikTok pays out to their creators, this is a lie. What I understand is that TikTok calculates what you have made after a full month, as long as you meet the requirements, which their requirements are, you must have at least 10,000 followers and 100,000 video views in the last 30 days. Cool. They will pay you out on the 15th of the month. It is not the 15th of January. Bragging about having haters, paying a hacker, and then collecting that money tells me that this was all set up. It was all a scheme to make more money, and you were most likely way more involved in this hacker situation than you initially claimed to be. If anyone is due a dose of karma, it is Gypsy Rose. Out of all of the people that I cover on my channel, she is the one that is due #karma. So have y'all seen this screenshot going around? Of course, I'll insert it just for context. I put nothing past the little gremlin, especially bragging about being hacked and then making money off of it. Okay, so let's finish out the video by talking about Mia Blanchard getting a nose job. She shared this on her TikTok. It has almost 7,000 likes right now. And Gypsy Rose, of course, is the top comment. She said, "I'm so happy for you, sis," with 3 heart emojis. I want to talk for a second about not so much Mia's personal appearance or the conspiracy or opinion that this is somehow going to create friction or competition between she and Gypsy. I want to talk about how the Blanchard family has been able to live a very comfortable life off of the unaliving of Dee Dee Blanchard. This family has been able to provide for themselves while, to my knowledge, Rod is the only person who works a quote normal job. They have been able to afford luxuries that most people will never see in their entire lifetimes. And it is because of the money that has been made off of the literal back of Dee Dee Blanchard. The interviews, the books, the tell-alls, the social media platforms. Nobody would know who these people are if it was not for Gypsy using a disabled man to unalive her mother, and then the Blanchard family being able to go on press tours and get views on social media and, you know, buy themselves nice things and live a very comfortable lifestyle. There are a lot of people in her comments saying things like, "You didn't need this, you were so beautiful, why did you do this?" Or there's also people saying, "Hey, I'm happy for you. You're beautiful before or after." Like, you're beautiful no matter what, praying for a speedy recovery. So of course you get a little bit of a mixed bag of responses. If this is what she wants and it's going to make her happy, bravo. But I go back to the fact of who would these people be if it was not for Dee Dee's unaliving? Nobody would know about them. And I can guarantee you they would not have near the amount of money that they have if it was not for Gypsy's crime. And that is a problem. And when you are profiting to this level off of such a heinous and disgusting act, I will always shine a spotlight on you. Whether or not you agree on my coverage or my comments or my opinions or whatever, that is your choice. But I disagree with everybody pretty much in this family to one degree or another, where I'm going to cover it and I'm going to talk and I'm going to, listen to your all's feedback and we're going to have a conversation about it. But we cannot deny the fact that they have made a boatload of money off of the back of Dee Dee and the crime that Gypsy orchestrated. So those are my thoughts for today. If you like the video, please leave a like and a comment. And if you'd like to see more from me in the future, please subscribe. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.